What's going down, man?
What it do, G?
Chilling, chilling. How you feeling, big dog?
Everything good on this side, bro. How you doing, man?
Chilling, man. Chilling.
I appreciate the invite, brother.
Oh man, I had to, man. I was telling Fallion, I said, man, I had been seeing your name float around, but I didn't really know, you know what I'm saying, the background or whatever. So when he told me, he was like, man, y'all should link. I looked up and I'm like, oh nah, yeah, we gotta link. You know what I mean? Because I'm somebody who like, bro, I still got tapes, you know what I mean? I still, DVD, all kind of shit. And so for me, it's like my partners be like, damn, nigga, you still got all that old shit? I ain't got it like that.
All
God
tape,
damn.
bro. That's
Yeah, we
all
gonna dig
tape.
in. Yeah, we gonna dig in all that. So when I seen it, I'm like, oh yeah, we two of a kind, man. We got a link for sure.
Indeed, indeed. I've definitely
Yep.
been watching your grind, man. Like you said, like mine. Like I just love like the love. You can tell when it's genuine. Like you giving a platform for like legends in my eyes and your eyes as well, and a lot of people that's like us, but they don't get that platform to tell their story. And so that's something that I definitely reached out and appreciated about yourself and your platform. So definitely, it's all love on this side.
I really appreciate you, man. So shit, what's new, man? What you got going on right now, man?
Oh man, a lot. Like I read a book by Shonda Rhimes, and it's called Year of Yes. And if you're not familiar with Shonda Rhimes, she's like the creative writer for Grey's Anatomy,
Right,
How to
right.
Get Away with Murder, Scandal. And it was just a year in her life where, of course, she was at the top of her game, but she was always like, it was family, but she was battling that and balancing that. And it was one year she decided to just say yes to everything, and that's kind of where I'm at with it. Like I've been facilitating a lot of ideas, and people been inviting me like yourself to be on podcasts and speak, and I just didn't see myself in that light. But I just been like all 2020 just saying yes to everything, and everything that I wrote down in my journal, I was saying yes, and I was just seeing it happening right before my eyes, and I'm like, damn, like I probably should have did this a long time ago, but it's all about when the universe think it's right. So I mean, I got a lot of stuff planned, but 2020 was just like really the start of just seeing that I was able to commit and see it happen right before my very eyes. And not even just for me personally, but be able to provide an opportunity for someone else and see them shine. Like that's always been the joy of what I do anyway.
Yeah, for sure. So I mean, you obviously been doing it for a while, but tell me, like, how early do you get into? Because I don't, even for me, like, I ain't look at it as collecting, but just being a fan, I guess, of hip hop, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, what really, kind of start drawing you into it and all that?
Uh, my very first rap show that my father took me to that I didn't know I was going to, took me to the mall, got me an Adidas tracksuit. Myself, him, and my cousin got the black Adidas tracksuit with the 3 red stripes and the
Mm.
shoes. So like even at that point, like you say, with fathers in that point wasn't really around. So for him to do that, he could have been good in my book. But after that, we went to this concert, and it was like Beastie Boys was on stage. The next act was LL Cool J sitting on the radio, followed by Run DMC. And when Run DMC was like, everybody that got Adidas, put your shoe in the air. And I'm like, oh shit, like,
Oh
oh,
man.
oh, I got Adidas. Oh. And I see everybody. I said, oh, I can do that too. Okay. So it was from that moment on. And then even from being, and that was like my love. I was already in the hip hop, but seeing it and seeing the interaction and seeing the connection of people and seeing how they was able to say, take your Adidas off. And so many people had Adidas. I seen the impact of it. And I was just like hooked from ever from that point. So I thank my father for that. But it was really that show. And even being at the NWA concert when they did Fuck the Police and they wasn't supposed to cuss. And I see that was in the movie. So it's just like all these points that I seen in my life that I was there to see made the movie. Like when Tupac did Clark Atlanta's Homecoming, like being there and seeing it make the movie. So it was just all these moments that I witnessed as just a fan, like seeing how pivotal it was in these people's career. I was like, yo, I'm on to something. And I've never looked back since then.
Yeah. So I mean, even though because I know you in Atlanta, been there for a minute, but you're from Detroit, right?
Yeah.
So
Got here in '94 for a college tour. Went to Mumford. And it was a college, they come here and do a trip and you do like a college tour. You visit Morehouse, Morris Brown, Clark Atlanta. And the weekend I got here, it was Freaknik.
oh man.
So imagine like being in Detroit, listening to Goody Mob and listening to Dog Pound and Outkast talk about all these landmarks. And then I'm right in the heart. And then like I go to a mall and you will see a Jermaine Dupri. I saw Redman. I seen Keith Murray. I seen Luke. I seen Scarface and I seen Devin. Like I was like, damn, this is fucking heaven. Cause in Detroit, like we had our local heroes. You know, I seen Roy start a hip hop shot, Eminem freestyle, and Elzai, and like Too Short, E40, and Two Live Crew would come. And that was like our biggest thing. But when I got to Atlanta, I just seen like literally like all my heroes like in one place. I was like, no, I need to come back. And the only way I can do that was say college. You know what I'm saying? Where at least my family would be like, okay, that's something that we can be comfortable with. So college, black college, it was just like black history at that point. And my first show once I got here was fucking Goody Mob, and seeing Outkast, and Outkast giving me
Oh man.
Outkast giving me the Elevators cassette single, like, and signing that, and I still got the tape, like that. So I was like, yo, I ain't never leaving, and I ain't left yet.
Damn. Okay. Okay, wait. So what are you aspiring to do at this point when you go to Atlanta? Is it just I'm just going here because they got music, or like what's the plan?
I went to school. I was a commercial artist. I always drew. So even in high school, I was drawing, making T-shirts, drawing, airbrushing, painting. You know, the whole Bugs Bunny, the Simpsons, making the Simpsons with the black afro and the black power with the African medallion, the Naughty by Nature hats. I was selling those. I was selling candy. So rap was always my forte, but I probably, in my mind, I wanted to make an album cover. I think I wanted to design an album cover. And I was like, well, shit, if I go to Atlanta where every rapper is, my possibilities will be endless. So really, I think that was my thing, just to kind of be in the mix, but just to have that access to like all my heroes was really the dream. But I think in the back of my mind, I wanted to do either make clothes or make an album cover for one of my artists.
Man, okay. So you get here, so you going to Clark and shit, man. What else are you like getting into at that time? Do you bring all your stuff with you?
Hell yeah. Like, and even that, like, I think back to that, like how the universe really protected me. Like literally, like everywhere I stayed from elementary, high school, my room really looked like this, like posters on the wall, like everything you seen in magazines where like it looked like a kid's, like the crisscross, every room was that. So when I moved to Atlanta, I literally filled everything. You remember them trunks with the lock on it, had a
Yeah,
handle, but they were huge. Like I
yeah.
literally packed my whole room up. Greyhound bus, 4 of those. And I get to CAU. Now the scene with Clark Atlanta was on the flyer in the brochure, you would see the campus. You would see Clark Atlanta, you see Morehouse. But around Clark Atlanta, you saw trees and you saw bushes. And it's like, oh, okay, it looks nice. I got here, caught a cab. I got here.
Dropped you off in the middle of the hood.
Dropped me off. I seen project homes. I seen the projects. I seen surrounded by projects. And I was like, damn, this is fucking Detroit. Like, and I had to go inside to register, but I didn't want to carry my shit. So I literally left fucking 3 fucking trunks outside while I registered, like 30 minutes, like hoping, yo, if somebody take my shit, like it's over. But I did that, came back out, met a couple people, and they helped me bring it upstairs, and nothing was taken. So I was like, okay, this is a sign, because I was really like nervous as fuck. Like, nigga, they could take it all, and I'd just be like, that was my bad. But they didn't. So I literally did bring everything to Atlanta and set up shop in my dorm room. I had a roommate, but the next year he went to the service. So I was able to really go in with my shit, because I was the only one with a PlayStation. PlayStation had just came out. So I had VHS. I had a VHS collection. So I was renting out movies. So I was just really like hustling at Clark, like that type of shit.
Yeah, man. Okay. So, okay. At what point do you start realizing, like, man, this ain't really me being a fan no more? Like, I kind of like, this is kind of like a thing to like hold on to this stuff. This is like historic. Or did you always see it like that?
No, I didn't. I was really just collecting because I would have stuff, just the excitement of pulling out something. Like if I pulled out like a tape like Fifth Ward Boys, right? And I pull this out, and it's going to be a certain market where people like, oh, shit, I had that. Or,
Yeah.
oh, I remember I bought that, and I was at so-and-so, and these stories that you pull out. If I pull out a 3-2 Wicked Baby, like people that are,
Hey, that's my
that are
cousin,
really,
man. Hold up. Yeah.
like if I pull these out, just the excitement, like that's kind of what I do it for. If I got them say, yo, I got that Ghetto Twins. Remember they was on Rap a Lot, like,
Hell yeah. Responsibility. Hell yeah.
yeah. So it's like that. It really intrigued me, but I was that in the hood. But to see me pull it out on the artist or their manager or their role manager, and to see them get excited and see the artist, it's like, you know, to hear DJ Quick or fucking Tez, which is Lil Wayne's manager, I pull out something, they say, yo, I ain't even got that. You know what I'm saying? Like, how you still got that? Like, so I saw value in it, and I just kept, and then once that was then, I just started getting shit autographed. And I was like, let me add value to it. Let me give myself purpose. Because I was always at the show anyway. Like, before any of this, I would go to a show, buy the ticket, buy the merch, buy the shit where you buy a fake picture of them, like all that shit. I was the airbrush picture in the back, you know, I was doing all that. So in the backstage shit never was, I would just want to be there and see the show. And then it just got to the point where the more you know and the people you know, like, yo, I'm pulling up. And it just seems like I got closer and closer from the nosebleeds to like literally backstage. And like that evolution was like so dope. So it really I just seen value in it, and I seen other people appreciated it, and it just made me go harder. So that's really where it came from.
Yeah, man. So like, are you trying to do like a museum or something? Like, have you done exhibits with this stuff? Like, how do you like show off your collection, or is it about showing it off? Is it more of a personal thing?
Oh, it started out personal, like you said. People will come to my house, right? So, and imagine, like, I bring people to my house, and it's like, this is the dining room, so you got to walk through the front door to come through this room. And sometimes it's like, you want to go probably watch TV or go this way, but ain't nobody about to walk past this room and be like, yo, what the fuck? Like, you know, so I was always playing tour guide in my house. So it started personal, and then just inviting more people, and the more people you know, this was people shooting podcasts here. It was photo shoots. People were just like the nostalgic, you know what I'm saying? That nostalgic aspect of it. And then when word got around, like, and then even music videos, like shout out to Motion Family. Like if there was a person doing a video shoot and they wanted to put something in it that brought an authenticity of, they'd call me up, and maybe like T Grizzly video, you would see a teddy bear or a Detroit Pistons flag on the wall. That was my flag, or that was my bag of chips that only Detroit people would know. That's my Faygo pop can on the dresser. Like, so people would give me calls, or if they doing photo shoots, yo, do you got this? And so then that turned into when talks about T.I.'s Trap Music Museum. I heard there was a conversation like, yo, we got to reach out to Nuface. Like, I'm sure he can add some value to this. And that's what happened. I got a call from Tip like, yo, this is what we doing. And that was easy. You know, Trap was like, you know, that's easy for me. So I can go on my vault and be like, oh, okay, 2 Chainz, Gucci, Jeezy, all da-da-da. And I pulled up with every magazine cover T.I. has ever been on, and we just went through it. And he looked at me like, damn, like you been there. Like I would do the album signings, wait in line, get them to sign and go. And it just became like so repetitive. Like, oh, you again. Oh, Nuface. Like Nuface was there, and it became so to answer your question, I was featured in the Trap Music Museum. I got my own room in there. And then that turned into somebody coming to my house and checking and seeing what I had. And we put an exhibit together called Nostalgia. They called me Nuface.
So what's in your room in the Trap Museum? Because I ain't made it there yet. I got to make it there. Out there it goes.
What you'll see is Ozone magazine, Source magazines, the first UGK. You'll see Gangsta Boo's album on the wall. You'll see Trina. You'll see T.I.'s album, every like magazine cover that he was on, Vibe. You'll see Jeezy on Ozone magazines. You'll see Smack magazine, Smack DVDs. You remember with the freestyles and BMF on it. Everything trap related. So there's a room inside there in the back where it's just magazines, 8 Ball and MJG signed autograph stuff, Goody Mob's first album, Killer Mike's first album, which is considered trap conscious, the first conscious trap album. So anything trap related in that back room, you'll see property of Nuface.
So you were saying that led to something else, though. My bad. Before we got into all that, you saying it led to people asking you something about something else.
It led to an exhibit by the name of Nostalgia. And basically that was just an exhibit. We filled an old bank up with memorabilia, 4 floors. There was a vault at the bottom, and we just filled it up full of my shit. But I didn't want to make it all about me. So this Atlanta, so I reached out to like DJ Jelly, part of Count, DJ Mars, he's Super Friends, Monica Neo's DJ, Carrie Hilson. So I reached out to all these people to maybe exhibit something. Backbone from the Dungeon Family, Goody Mob from Goody Mob donated a jacket that he wore in Rose's video with Outkast. I got a jacket, a Def Jam jacket, a 1 of 200 signed by Russell Simmons. So I was able, in artwork, I put artwork on the wall that was being sold, and T.I. was able to buy a couple pieces that was part of the exhibit, and so I was able to create a platform for artists and show love and flowers to these people that donated to my exhibit. And I reached out to Patchwork Studios, which is an iconic, legendary studio here in Atlanta, and he gave me access to plaques on the wall from Tupac, Beyonce, studio session reports featuring Pimp C when he did that, and So Icy when they did the studio session, MC Breeze. So them allowing me access for my platform, that's really what it led to. And yeah, definitely a museum is on the work, but I want to do a traveling, bring it to every kind of city and bring that same experience, but do the same thing. So if I come to Houston, maybe Devin to donate something, or Scarface to donate something, or go get a screw tape, you know, that type of thing. You know, shout out to Jay Prince. He gave me this bottle of loyalty. This is his brand right here. You know what I'm saying? And I would, you know, Jay Prince signed this magazine right here. Don't mess with
Man, I still got mine too, man. That's what's up.
Yeah, autographed by Jay Prince. So I want to be able to, you know, show people like how iconic, you know, where we at in life, because these people were our heroes. Now we're in the book forms. You know what I'm saying? We got Brad Jordan, an author now. We got Jay Prince writing. Yeah. We got them writing books now. So
yeah.
So that's what I'm on. Just showing love. Like, it ain't even about me. Nothing was about me, but just giving flowers, as they say, to our heroes, and giving them a platform to show love, and seeing the response from the city, you know what I'm saying, really showed me that I can take it around the world. And, you know, so that's really the goal.
Yeah. And I mean, you kind of been doing other things. Like I've seen you, like, what's your involvement with the 85 South? So I've been seeing them kind of pull you up, you know what I'm saying, how you like present certain things or whatever like that.
Once again, that's family. Like everybody on there, I've seen their growth from the very beginning. Like Carlos will tell you, when he was doing comedy shows in a strip club, or comedy shows in an old pool hall, when people watching the game and he trying to tell jokes, but he pushed through, and I just seen that. And so each one of them individually, I would be in the comedy club supporting comedians. And DC would be right next to me, like, taking notes. You know, he was, you know, internet at that point. You know, he was doing that shit, but he wanted to transition to the stage. So I seen him study the game and see. So it was really a matter of me supporting them and putting them in the best light. And I'm just really a fan. But if I have an opportunity to invite somebody on their show and they oblige and I hook it up, you know, that's the best. Like, case in point, Jay Prince. I was making that possible. Like, so, you know, that type of thing. It's just creating a platform or creating content, the best possible content for people that I love and appreciate. You know what I'm saying? They could do it without me, and I just think I can add value to something that they are already building upon, and that's all that is.
Yeah. What's some of your favorite, or do you have some favorite things, like, man, these are my favorite, you know, cassettes or albums or posters or whatever, you know what I'm saying, things that you have, you know what I'm saying, collected over the years?
I brought a couple out, like this right here is Nipsey Hussle.
Oh yeah.
Victory Lap.
Oh man, on cassette. Damn.
Cassette. And then if you ever need like authenticity, I got the picture of like when he signed it.
Damn.
And he pulled up on me. You know, I Squad. This cassette. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man.
I seen this in the Source magazine where they were talking about it. This was fucking 2 decades ago. They did an article on I Squad, KD, and there's certain albums that are not even in, cassettes is not even in print anymore, and how much value they have. So I've added value because I still have the cassette, but this is signed by Devin the Dude and Jay Prince.
That's dope.
You know, Scarface, one of my favorite artists. Every time he come to town, I pull up with a different one. You know, so those are my favorites. Shout out R.I.P. Bushwick Bill. You know,
come on, man.
Devin and Dude, once again, another guest on
your show. Come on, man.
Face Mob, that platform, and every show Scarface comes to, and like you said, and it's not even like old stuff, like somebody like that pays respect to H-Town. So I'm gonna have like, you know, Travis Scott, Astro World. I'm gonna have fucking like you again. I watched the show, so that's why I brought a couple things. Shout out to Big E Beats. You know what I'm saying? He had a couple,
yeah.
Had a couple classics on here. You know how iconic that album
Oh
cover
yeah,
was.
classic.
You know, again, signed by Jay
Yeah.
Prince, realest niggas down south. And I saw them
Come on,
talk.
man.
You know, one of my favorite album covers too was The Fix with Scarface.
Oh yeah.
You know, with him having the that's probably one of my proud ones because of the packaging of it. You know, if you open it up, you're gonna see that cocaine bag in there with the foil.
Yeah.
You know, with the foil in there. So those like kind of my favorite things. Even again, H-Town, chopped and screwed, but it's the ATL version. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely got a lot. But like as you can see, like my wall is filled with, you know, that the purple tape is up there. That's something that's classic. That's like something that a lot of people value, the purple tape from Raekwon.
Yeah.
But those are kind of like my favorite things. And just going through like, you know, this is like my collection right here. Like
how do you have them organized in there?
this is so, you know, again, there's two sides. So you got this side over here, this side. So in my mind, this is West Coast in the South. This is East Coast. And we got soundtracks, mixtapes, Midwest, and Detroit. But so like a row like here is all No Limit. It's gonna be all No Limit.
All that man, come on, bro. Mac, come on, dog.
It's gonna be all No Limit, still going. And then something like here is gonna be, I would say this was all Rap a Lot. I took some out, so this is gonna be all Rap a
Big
Lot.
Mike in there. Hold up, man.
Good, the Bad, the Ugly. I got both Big Mike. And then down here we're gonna have our Memphis and I think our Suave House shit. You know,
come on,
I got the South Circle.
Come on, man. This
Mr. Mike, our Memphis shit, Endo G.
You got that Mr. Mike in there?
Yes, you know that, man.
Come on, man.
Ludacris. So, and then over here, I'm gonna have like my East Coast. So, and I always start with my even my CDs is gonna start like with Tupac. We got Cocaine, E40, and then down here is probably like my Ruthless. No, it's right here. So we got every NWA type shit, right?
Man.
Easy E. And then over here, we're going to have our East Coast shit. All my shit autographed, like Nas, Nori, Mace,
Lots. Bro, you got the Mace autograph?
Yep.
Nah, that shit is such a classic, man. That's one of my favorite albums, man. A lot of people don't talk about it.
And I do toys too. So all your vintage toys, like, you know, if you remember Napoleon Dynamite.
Do you have the hammer joint?
Which one?
I had that shit when I was a kid.
Oh, the hammer dial?
Yeah.
Oh no, I got the No Limit joint. You remember?
You got the Master P? Yeah.
Yeah, I got the Master P. And then even right here, like I collect shit like this, like people don't pay attention to. Like Yachty got his own Reese's, and Travis Scott got his own box. You know, and I got, this is a special one too. I got the Vibe cover right here.
Oh man.
And this is signed by Snoop Dogg, and Daz signed it too as well.
That's hard.
Scarface, again, another show that I attended to when he did this. The man played the guitar. He had about 10 guitars on the side and literally played them. No DJ, live band, man. And that was, man, top show ever, bro. Speak and Spell, this shit from the 80s, and I could still do this.
Oh, man.
Still work. So, like, those are some of my favorite things. I still got the Dreamcast controller. I got the cell phone. I got the Nextel Chirp.
That's the Nokia joint?
Yeah, I still got a beeper.
Man, hold up.
You remember Simon Says?
Yeah.
I got Etch-a-Sketch.
Etch-a-Sketch.
So, yeah, so it's just, and this is something dope too. I got this is signed by it was like my ode to Rap a Lot. So this is a shirt that I made. Scarface and Jay Prince signed it. And if you can see, it has every Rap a Lot artist on it.
Man, that's hard as hell.
If they pass,
are you a big just Rap a Lot fan just naturally?
Yeah.
Or is that just kind of like more so like they just, you know, everything in hip hop?
I think that was like the blessing of Detroit. Like we got a mix of every genre, every coast kind of came through there. And I lived across the street from a tape store. And I lived like, grew up like in the projects, and so it was drug, all that was all in part of my environment, and I was that one, like OGs was like they seen that wasn't me, so while I was of it, and I wanted to do all that shit, I was the one with the driver's license, the one, yo, take your ass to school. We'll drop you off in that fly ass car with the rims and shit and look cool, but this ain't your life. But they would, while doing that, I can play, you know, if they got money at leisure, they buying everything. But I'm the one like, oh, I'm really bumping it. Can I take this to the school? So I'm going to school and I'm walking in there with the Chronic, and ain't nobody seen that. Like, I'm the only one with the Chronic. Everybody want to take it out and read the credits and like, oh shit, like I'm A&R like in the elementary school. But and again, like if they went to jail, they would call me and be like, yo, go to the house, you know, it got raided or whatever. Can you pick this up? And it was like a duty for me to pick it up. And I'm like, yo, if you get out or whenever you get out, I still got it. So it's some people, they did years and I got out, still got it. They like, yo, and there's some people still locked up now. Like, yo, I seen my tape on so-and-so podcast. I remember I gave that to you and you still got it, man. And you doing something with it. I knew it. So like I do it for a more personal reason too. And some of these artists like became, you know, from a fan perspective, personal friends. Like, you know what I'm saying? To be able to have like Crit or Killer Mike or some of my favorite artists, Pastor Troy, Fabo, just like be able to call them and we talk on some regular shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know music shit because the thing is, I don't need them to do anything but be great. Like I don't have a mixtape to sell. I don't need them to stunt or be a feature on my tape or nothing. I just want them to be great and say, yo, no, that's really the only purpose.
Yeah. Do you I lost my train of thought. Fucking man, I lost my train of thought that quick. What the
This
fuck?
was a good one too yesterday. I was watching it last night. You had the boy on there.
What's that? Oh, David the Dude?
I'm waiting on part two.
Yeah, part two dropping tomorrow.
I'm waiting on that one, man. I seen him do this one. This was the first one he signed, his first one. Years ago.
Dude, man. Oh, that's what I was going to ask you. That's exactly what I was going to ask you. So, do you still buy stuff? You know what I mean? Like, or are you just more so collecting, just keeping older stuff?
Oh, I still buy it. Like, I mean, case in point, like you said, like, I probably ain't gonna listen to it, but I just bought WAP. This is Cardi B, and you know, and even
wait, that's a cassette?
Yeah.
Okay, so are you just looking for? Cause how do you even know this exists, bro? Like, come on, man.
Oh, even look at this. He did this. Like, I love artists that's still doing this. Travis Scott, Highest in the Room. This is a cassette single.
Get the fuck out of here.
So people are still, and the thing is that I love the most, the company that was making cassettes back then, there were a lot. It's only one now. So imagine everybody, this resurgence of people doing cassettes. This one dude, business is booming. Like this came out last year. I just got this probably 2 weeks ago. You remember this came out?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I literally just got this probably the beginning of middle of January because they're so behind because they didn't expect people to be. So there's this new resurgence of this shit. But I've been doing this all along. And so, you know, and I know some of the managers, they be like, yo, you know, sometimes they mail it to me, but I just buy it for the love because it's just tradition, man, at this point. Like, you know what I'm saying? I've been a clothes designer. I've been all that where I wanted support. And I'm just doing what I've seen people do for me and probably what I wanted to do as a business owner. So that's really all it is at the end of the day.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm kind of tripping. You just had WAP on a cassette. How do you even know this? How do you know this exists, bro? Or is it just going through this guy's company and whatever he puts out? Like, how do you find this shit?
Like when it was announced, when they even was like right now, Cardi B has a song dropping tomorrow. And so when she announced it 2 days ago, she put up her website, and it's even called WAP.com.
Oh, okay.
And if you go on there, you'll see the CD single, you'll see some merch, you'll see they don't have cassettes for this new one dropping Friday, but when she did that for this, they had the cassette, and I'm like, oh, that's easy. When Travis Scott did this, same thing, easy. That's when Nipsey did that. I literally bought it from the Marathon store. So even like this flag right here, I got from him personally. Like this is from that in store where I took the picture from him.
Oh shit!
Like and the best part about that story too is like that was when I met him. I had already been a fan, and maybe about 3 months later, he was doing a show here in Atlanta. And I was with my friend Curating, and we was taking a selfie, us two, and took it and got home. Then I look at it again, like Nipsey in the back doing like this with us. Like, I was like, yo, that's the best photobomb ever. But after that picture, I didn't put the two together. But he was like, man, you don't even remember me when you had your two daughters. We was at the South DeKalb Mall. And I was like, you know, I knew, I remember, yeah, but I'm never that dude. Like, oh, you remember I was at, because artists get that all the time. And I don't never want to be that dude that's like, yeah, I was there when, so you remembering, because I've seen it happen. They'd be like, yeah, I remember. They don't remember. But for him to remember that moment, I knew he was in tune that day, and I made an impact that day, and that meant the world to me. So that's why I rep that flag all the time. R.I.P. Nipsey.
Yeah, yeah. What do you think is the rarest thing that you have?
Probably the again. Let me see. Yeah, this right here, like
The purple tape. It's that rare. No shit.
but mine's autographed by Raekwon,
Yeah, yeah.
Raekwon and Ghostface.
Oh man.
So even if you look on like online, I don't tell people everything, but look online and see how much the purple tape is unopened by itself. So then you triple that with how much it's probably worth signed. And plus that this is an original. Like you know, I did that Columbia House too back in the day, you know, 12 cassettes of CDs for a penny. Like I had aliases out the wazoo. So like that type of shit I was doing all day. But like that type of shit, that's what most of the cassettes. But the fact that you know that this is an original print, this is like the first printing, as they would say in books. So that makes it more rare. So, you know, that type of thing. And again, that vibe cover and this thing right here, that's this collage I did of Tupac. It's signed by Feeney Shakur, and I got a magazine that she signed.
Oh man.
And I got a magazine that she signed, her on the cover of XXL. I was able to, you know, my kids was in her camp. So she was like the teacher. They taught creative writing, dance, and poetry. And so while the school was going on, I was able to just have this interaction with her and learn so much from parenting. So I really like, while Pac is my favorite artist to date, I seen where it came from. Like I seen the tree that the apple came from, and I was like, oh shit, like she just taught me so much from that interaction. So like from going to the premiere with her for Resurrection, being on the red carpet and being at his last birthday party, that when he passed, she would always do a birthday party, and it was hosted by Erykah Badu and Mike Epps. Like I just posted that today. That was the last time I hugged her. She did this birthday party, and just being able to see like behind the curtains, behind all that other shit, you know what I'm saying? And I just built this room up too in my room. Like I got these new posters that's going to be going up. And even like another thing that's rare, a lot of people make fun of me still to this day, like my VHS collection. My VHS collection, I still got VHS tapes. You know, you're gonna see our masterpiece.
I got the last Don in there. Hold up, man.
Come on, I tell you something that's rare right now. You go online. Again, I don't tell everybody everything. You tell me how rare this is. Go online.
Hold up.
And the rapper. Down for my niggas. R.I.P. Magic. It's just a video. If you go in Peaches in New Orleans and ask them how much their copy is, then get back with me. We got Baller Blocking. We got Friday. We got Choices. We got Bruce Lee shit. Gremlins, Scarface when it was a double
joint, yeah.
Donnie Brasco. We got Empire. We got, you know what I'm saying? I got Nintendo games. You know, that's the rare shit. Nintendo.
Yeah.
Everything still hooked up. Dreamcast, the original Nintendo, the Atari.
Hold up.
I got Double Dragon in this thing still.
Man.
I got the Zapper. I still got my strap on me. You know what I'm saying? Even DVDs. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So yeah, I collected all, and this is like just a backdrop of shit in the room. Like that's just really my little sanctuary, and when I do tours. But this room right here is what I was telling you about. Like I'm putting together. Like I make every little house like a room, like a museum. That's signed by 8 Ball MJG. This is not nothing new. This is when it came out. You know, this is T.I. trap music poster signed by T.I. The original. Remember them posters?
Man, hold up, bro.
And remember,
Come on, man.
I was telling you about there you go right there.
Oh yeah,
Afeni,
I remember that cover. Yeah. Damn.
love, peace, and respect. Afeni Shakur, and that's the concert right there. Last time I seen her, R.I.P. Afeni. That was the last time I seen her at that concert. And when you talk about ticket stuff, when you say was I buying the tickets, like I got 4 of these, bro. Like I be at them shows. Like we got a show here. This is funny. I always show this story. Where is that? Where we at? Oh, geez. Oh, there you go. So this was when it was the best of both worlds. But when it got to Atlanta, they kicked R. Kelly off in New York. So by the time it got here, it was Jay-Z and Friends. So that's why I crossed R. Kelly off. Birthday bash. Hawks games. We got, but again, I got, I can do that like 4 times.
Man, speaking of Atlanta, bro, because I mean you've been there. You talking about from really like when Atlanta hip hop really kicked off for real. I mean it existed before, but when it really got to, you know what I'm saying, really got to jumping with the Outkast and the whole Dungeon Family movement and all that. What's some of the dopest shit you've seen within that time, man? Just in the
Just the beginning, like again, when I got here, Big Records. Shout out to Big shout out to Jelly, shout out to Monte, shout out to Big Like that was the epitome of independent, the epitome of black owned. But then I saw, like you said, the Dungeon families rise from the Players Ball, from them being on a Christmas song, Players Ball, to like this impact of this album, seeing it firsthand in Atlanta. I was like seeing that, and then seeing like the whole crunk era come, because while this was going on, Little John was a DJ, so I seen him transition into who he is to it becoming a whole genre. And then of course you got Snap, you know, and the whole that era with Fabo, and then the Pastor Troy. So it's just even Mr. College Park, like seeing all these evolutions was probably the best part. Like just seeing, and I used to make shirts for people on the radio, so I would be able to go to the station and probably drop off a shirt, but I would stay around and just be a fly on the wall. And I seen their come up, I seen their grind, I seen them waking up at 6 in the morning and do radio from 6 to 12 and do a show later and do the after party later. And I just seen the work behind it. Like a lot of people just see the glitter and glam, and I seen the real life. And so years later, sometimes people remember that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like do good with your people. Like, you know, Rick Ross say, don't forget about Lil Bro and them. Like, and that's what's going on. Niggas remember I was there. Like, and I never asked for nothing. And I never needed anything. I just wanted to be a fly on the wall. So like that moment. And then to be at Centennial Park for the anniversary of Outkast, that was a concert. Like that was probably one of the top 5 concerts in Atlanta. Like it was for 3 days, and they had it announced it, and one day sold out. Then and they announced another day, sold out. And they announced the Sunday show. And that's the show that I got tickets to legitimately. I went to the Saturday show. I didn't get tickets. I made it in. So, but those 2 days, and people will tell you now, like that show, to see like Outkast, like everybody on stage. They had Bun B, they had Kevin Gates, they had Erykah Badu, they had everybody, Killer Mike, Bone Crusher. Like it was just so flawless. That show. Jeezy's 10th anniversary show. He brought out Kanye. He brought out Andre 3000. It was a Boys in the Hood reunion. So it's just all these moments, like those, like my top moments. And again, that Scarface show, like to see him, no DJ, no, just pull out guitars and see him do Smile and see him do Mary Jane. And Kelly Price came out on stage to do a song that fucking brings tears to my eyes every time I hear it.
Oh, from the Fix?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
To see her come on stage and see people interact to that and to see that type of shit, I was like, oh shit, like shit, yeah, those are moments, you know what I'm saying? And that's something else that I got coming soon, like just a book documenting those moments, but getting the behind the scenes of like how it came to be, you know what I'm saying? So that's something to be on the lookout too. Like, and again, that's kind of the name of it too. So the ad for that coming soon, but it's gonna be called From the Nosebleeds to Backstage. The Chronicles are like a hip hop fan, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm doing. And I got the people to document it. Like, that's really what I've been collecting, just all this data. Like, you like, again, you think these people don't remember or pay attention, and now I'm just starting to see it, because I grew up in this era where, you know, like the mafia movies where a kid would go to the store and say, my mom wants a cigarette, and they put the groceries on the store, and the guy says, no, your money's no good here. You know, your mom's a good woman, or your father, I knew your father. And so I took that and was like, yo, let me just put good in the universe. And for my kids, you know, I got 4 daughters. So what started happening is I started, and we still now reap benefits of that shit. So like, I would still buy a ticket for a concert, wait in line like everybody else. And maybe the artist may pull up with the band like, yo, New, what you doing waiting in line? Like, you could have called me, or you could have, yo, what, get out of line. Like, what you doing, bro? They don't know you. Like, but the game owes me nothing, so I don't never have this sense of entitlement. Like, I'm gonna pay like everybody else, and where I'm supposed to be is where I'm supposed to be. But again, to that token, like, just be good. Just be good out here. People paying attention, bro. And the same with you, man. This where you at with your platform, what you doing. Like, it's people like me that's like, yo, just learning new shit. Like, it's just these stories that maybe this bigger platform or MTV ain't around and 106 Park ain't around, but you're getting these stories that they're able to tell now in this corona and this pandemic that they never got a chance to tell. Like, one of my dreams is to kind of make a series of remaking these Rap-A-Lot videos for these artists that never got a chance, because, you know, Rap-A-Lot didn't
They didn't do
invest
a
in
lot of
videos.
videos. Yeah, yeah,
They didn't,
yeah.
you know, they were great songs, and the videos was like, damn, like, oh, okay. But imagine, like, if we got, you know, some of our greatest songs from Rap-A-Lot, but reimagined to real stories and real visuals on some, not Hype Williams, but John Singleton shit. Like, get these men the platform they got. So I've been creating that whole dialogue and a couple of script series, and so stuff like that. Like, I just been creating lately.
Man, that would be live as hell, man.
We got to hook that up, bro. When I come to Houston, man, definitely. Like, that's one of a town that I want to come to, bring the exhibit to, bring the space, go to somebody from Houston's house, even come on your show and invite people to just bring stuff, put it on the wall. And I usually do a open. I had DJ spin, I had Translee, I had Passage, I had people come through, perform, and buy merch and all that, but just make it quick, in and out. Come to the town, show love to the town. We take it to another city. Like, that's really what it's about with me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just showing love. Like, and shout out to most of these museums. You're gonna see a lot of museums popping up, and that's great. Like, I stepped in the field where people say, like, I made it popular to support people and show love, but I'm in this field too where I don't look at it like somebody's copying me. Like, somebody copy me, we won. Like, we won. Like, I want you to do what I'm doing. It ain't not, what I'm doing is not unique. I'm not the biggest collector. I'm not the best collector. I don't have the best shit. But my experience, I can give you the same recipe. I can give you the directions, who to talk to, but your experience is not going to be the same as mine when you go in that building. That's just the
Yeah.
only difference. Your experience. Like, they not going to let you back behind them doors because they don't know you. You know what I'm saying? So when I get calls like, can you hook me up with this? And no, like, you didn't, you know what I'm saying? I'm giving people the blueprint. Even when I go somewhere and I be like, Nuface was there. If you look, like, I've told people where I'm going, and then I show you the after effects of what happened when I got there. And then you like, oh man, I wish I knew. The blueprint is right there. All you got to do is pay attention. But people want you to walk in with them and think it's easy. That's why I'll go in by myself, because if I don't get in, I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna be like, no, man, I know so-and-so and I knew, yo, I'm gonna get so-and-so on the phone, man. Fuck that. Yo, if I ain't supposed to be in there, I'm good. And I'm gonna go somewhere else where I'm meant to be. And I'm gonna have the best night ever. Or I can go home and have the best night with my kids. So it's a win-win either way.
Yeah, yeah. So, man, okay. So you got the book coming up. I mean, what else you got coming up, man?
New merch line. Like, so this was last season, or I say season 1. So I called this Chaining Day. And so this shirt represented every black owned rap label. So you got Cash Money, you got Rap-A-Lot, you got TDE, you got, you know, Dipset, Suave House, Rap-A-Lot, Ruthless Records. So we got season 2 coming. And it's just gonna be special. It's gonna be for the city of Atlanta, and I think Atlanta gonna really fuck with it, cause again, it's what I do. It's aligned with what I do, and I think people gonna respect it. So I got the new launching of Nuface clothing, because that's where I started at, making clothes for comedians on stage, and they would wear my, or rap artists in music videos, and I would just make it, cause that's my way of saying thank you. Like, I ain't got all the money to be like, yo, you changed my life. But when I give somebody like a 101 to put in their studio, like if you go to Crit Studio or Trans Lee Studio on Grand Hustle, you'll still see pictures that I made for them on their wall, or their studio walls that I gave for them decades ago, on, or a shirt. Like, people drama. Like, so I would make shirts for them, and they would wear it in the music video. Or shout out to Carlos, he would wear my shit on his stand up. Or K Dub wore a shirt of mine on He Got Jokes, that was on TV1, hosted by Bill Bellamy. Nard wore my shirts in a Ludacris video with Field Mob. So, and I don't do it for that, but that just shows me like, yo, like, that's my way of saying thank you. And they reciprocate it, and the universe gives you much more than you asked for. And so I'm going to keep doing that. So I'm relaunching the merch back, and we finding the next city for nostalgia.
That's what it is, man. Well, shit, bro. You definitely, y'all decided to come to Houston, man. We got a lake, man, for sure.
Oh, most definitely, man. I got to see what that studio look like, and I got, you know what I'm saying, I got to try the liquor store that you
Oh yeah,
work
yeah,
with.
for sure. Hell yeah.
That idea, you know, that's why I brought my double cup, because I was like, yo,
Really?
that's, I seen that commercial, and I was like, yo, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, in pandemics like this, you see the people that's gonna shine. Like, when I be out, people like, where everybody with the mask and stuff, but I don't have the ability to just stay home. Like, nigga, rent got to get paid, so I got to be out there making things happen. But when I seen that, and I seen that idea, and I seen the way you flip that commercial, like, it doesn't look like an ad, but then it's like, it's relative to Houston, it's relative to what you do, and it's Black owned, like, all love. And I seen the bag and the little bottles and the price, and I'm like, nigga, that's perfect. That's what niggas needed in the hood. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Already, man. Appreciate it, man, for real.
Real shit. So I definitely appreciate you for reaching out, man, and I wish the best for you. And I'm gonna be here supporting, retweeting, liking, and learning shit. You know what I'm saying? Before everybody else, like, I just want to see this shit grow. Like, I see potential. I'm addicted to evolution and progression, and so I see where you can take this, and that's all I want to see you is there. You know what I'm saying? You got the respect, and man, you know how hard that is for somebody to put this shit kind of together. And when I see the legend like fucking K Reno and Gangsta Nip and these people that you pulling in and flip, you know, that's somebody else. I got the flip tapes, and I'm glad to see him and Tip is at a good place, because I was on both sides. Like, I had Tip CDs, but then I'm in Atlanta and I see this. I was at birthday bash when Tip came home from jail, and he got the flags. And anybody seen Little Flip
No shit.
with the game over signs? And I know who designed those signs, and the leprechaun. So so to see where they at now, same with Gucci and Jeezy. I was at the Verses at Magic City. So to see the evolution of this shit, where it's at now, I'm in a great place, and I'm happy, and I just want to see more of it. You know what I'm saying? I want to see, like, with Jay Prince. Like, I even posted that with a Pimp C video. Like, with Pimp C was like, yo, I'm the one that called my mama to call Jay Prince to tell T.I. and Lil Flip that they gotta fix that. You know what I'm saying? And I called everybody on the ranch. I seen them tell that story like multiple times, and see where he's at, and to see his respect level. Like, that's OG shit right there. And Pimp
Yeah.
C, you gotta get that man them flowers. And that's what I'm about to do. These people that's not here no more, I want to be that voice for them, because, nigga, when we gone, somebody got to talk for us, or I'm gonna tell my story before somebody else do. That's all it is.
I feel that. I feel that. Yeah, yeah. Well, shit, man. I ain't gonna hold you too much, man, too much longer, dog. But shit, I appreciate you chopping it up with me, dog. We definitely gotta link up if there's ever some opportunities to do some stuff in the future, man.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. And that's somebody else, like K Reno. Like when people bring up his name, like I'll bring this up. Like, somebody put me on to him years ago, and like, that's somebody that Bun B will tell you is the coldest rapper ever. But
Yeah, for sure.
again, like Houston is like Atlanta to me, so that's why I'm like in awe still of the people that you've able to bring to your platform, because I'm just like, yes,
Yeah.
popcorn, like, because this is stories that they never got to tell, because 106 wasn't calling them. All it was probably the biggest artist was Scarface or UGK or Pimp C. But, you know, somebody like Tulo or Do or Die or 3-2
like
never
too
got
low.
no.
Hold on, man. Yeah.
I got that album cover with the license.
Yeah.
Cause that last song was the shit, nigga. That
Yeah.
grand finale,
Oh yeah.
man.
Oh yeah.
And shout out to Corey Moe, he's here. Mike Dean, I met on a couple times. So definitely, man. You know, Houston's is something that's on my bucket list to kind of bring this shit to, just to get them their flowers and let them know that this little nigga from Detroit was like paying attention. And thank you.
Already. Well, shit, dog. I'm gonna get up out of here, man. I'm hungry as hell. I'm about to go find me some lunch or something, man.
Which one? Turkey Leg Hut.
I don't know, man. You know that line be around the corner, bro. But if you come down here, we'll go to Turkey Leg Hut, man. You know what I'm saying?
For sure, man. Stay black, stay blessed, bro. Love, appreciate you.
All right, man. Be cool.
Yep.
All right.